Hey guys, it's Viral Hockey here, kind of just making a video to kind of dump out some built-up feelings about like streaming and YouTube and all that, and kind of relating it back to, you know, one of my favorite streamers, Jerma985. He's had a huge impact on my life personally and kind of why I'm here where I'm at my current time of life. So I don't know, I feel like it's pretty relatable, but for me personally, I've been through that feeling of I feel rushed to do this or X and Y or X or Y by a certain time, and if I don't do it, you know, I'm kind of screwed. I'm going to be behind of everybody, and you constantly feel like you got to be like ahead of life, and you're always, no matter how far ahead you get, you're always going to feel behind. For example, for me, it's like, oh, if I don't do this in enough time, I'm never going to be able to do this certain thing. I have to do it now, and I can't do it any other time. So to kind of put out an example for you of my current stresses right now that are all building up in my mind is like one, in college, just finished my freshman year, and it's like, oh, I gotta figure out what I want to do for the rest of my life by presumably next fall, and commit to that and decide what I want to do. Another one is that I'm currently working as a lifeguard during the same time as me wanting to kind of give my attempt at becoming a YouTuber or streamer, therefore making it harder to consistently post on those. It feels like, I don't know, I'm doing multiple things at once and it's really hard to maintain them all, and it really feels like I gotta sacrifice one to do another, such as risking, I'm gonna pursue my dream of being a YouTuber or streamer, therefore I have to drop working as a lifeguard and making money, which is just not sustainable in itself, and it will end up in me just regretting it later on. It really makes me end up at the end of the day feeling like if I don't end up becoming at least somewhat successful as a YouTuber or streamer by the end of this summer, that therefore I'll never be able to do it again, and I'll have no other time to do it because I'll be having a decided major and I'll know what I want to do in life. So it's kind of like gives me this mentality of this is my last shot to do it. Now if I want to kind of analyze like what this does is that it makes you feel like, oh, I need to constantly grind. If I become I'll become a streamer by doing this every single day. Even though I have work as a lifeguard, I constantly stream, and I gotta figure out all this about my future life. You know, if I just constantly am doing this, I'll end up succeeding. I could like clip farm, for example, or start chasing views instead of like actually making something I'm proud of and a video that kind of shows who I am and reflects me as a person. If you buy into these kind of mentalities, it's like sort of negative to me, because if you're constantly grinding and all this, all for you. When will you have time to spend with your family and like your friends and sort of just enjoying life, doing what you want? If I'm constantly working as a lifeguard, which I'm not really prioritizing, or more likely constantly burning myself out by streaming on the daily for constant hours to a crowd of nobody, not even making money off it, it's kind of seems pointless. Like, what's the point if you don't enjoy it? That's why I try to put out videos I enjoy and kind of stream when I want to. You know, sort of just because you're slowing down a little bit doesn't mean that you're gonna fail. So now I'm gonna show you this Jerma quote that isn't mentioned. Kind of changed my outlook a lot on life and all this, and kind of what I was just talking about.
You'll figure it out. You'll find your place in the fucking world. But it doesn't have to be like extravagant. It doesn't have to be. Like, I think a lot of people, there's a lot of pressure, I think, on people now to have to do something extravagant. Like, you have to. No, you don't. You really don't. Like, just do you. That's it, man. Seriously. Too much pressure nowadays. Way too much. Just slow down. You're not gonna rush.
So he kind of like enforces what I was saying, but seeing this as a at the time as a kid, I didn't really notice like how important it was. But sort of like when I rewatched it like a month ago or something, kind of had a hit in my life, like where I had this stressed mind about like, oh, I gotta do all this in this time, and if I don't finish this in time, I'm really screwed. And it kind of helped to change that and make you realize like maybe I should slow down. Maybe I should enjoy where I'm at. And you kind of realize it. For me personally, looking back at like my first college year, like damn, that time's passed. That's time I can't live again. And I'm kind of happy I spent a lot of it hanging out with friends and such, and not even starting YouTube yet, because it really allowed me to enjoy life to its fullest. Now, I'm not trying to say that you should you know, give up what you're doing and just enjoy life completely without any kind of work ethic at all, like some kind of Big Lebowski mentality. You know, I love that movie and kind of was a motto of mine when I was younger in high school. But obviously you should still be working, but not to the point where you're overworking yourself and you end up being consumed by your job, passion, whatever it is, to the point where you're not able to enjoy life and every day, to the point where in the future you don't look back on it and you can't really remember anything sort of valuable to hold on to. I like to think of it as a balance, you know? You're not doing completely nothing because you want to have these things that you can improve in, and like you want to have a passion and an actual stable kind of job and such. But then you also don't want to be overdoing it to the point where you're weighing one way too much over the other. Like you're really passionate about your work and you're not valuing your time as much. So now to kind of tie this into my own videos and for my own stuff. So sure, my videos may be awkward, cringe, poorly edited because I'm a beginner, but to me that makes them authentic and real. They kind of show that I try to improve over time and I'm not stagnant. Experiment different things, new strategies, even though they might be a little bit corny. Like, I don't know, I tried to zoom in one of them and it was really weird. But, you know, I'm trying new things, seeing what works for me, and what kind of videos I can put out there and be like, yeah, that was a good video. Or maybe this one wasn't so strong, but I can learn off it. I'd rather kind of have that slow growth into making better videos than kind of just throwing myself out there just for the attention of others and making myself look really stupid or idiotic and kind of just being not who I am. So if you end up taking anything from this video, just take it that it's okay to be scared of all this mentality, like, oh my god, I have to finish this by this time. But just take it slow. Take it slow. Be kind to yourself. Have time to give time to yourself. Time to spend with your family, your friends. Time to kind of just mentally take a moment. It's okay if you gradually get better as a person and slowly build up to what you want. You don't have to do it all at once, you know? It wasn't like, for example, Jerma or something, you know, he didn't do that at once. He didn't know what he wanted at the time. It takes time and stuff. You know, you don't figure out who you are just by looking at yourself for a minute. It takes years. And as for me, a college student, it's just starting.